Hey everyone. So this is something I was going to do on my birthday, but I was dead tired from work, and yeah, I kind of fell asleep in my chair for a few hours. So better late than never. I'm doing this on the 10th. You guys will see this on uh, 8, 9, 10, probably the 12th. I guess it doesn't matter when you're seeing it when you see it, but now I'm just waiting for it to load up. There we go. Come on, cooperate. It's been a doozy trying to get this going. It's okay to screen capture this. Thank you guys. Alt look so political, guys. But I do too. fuck, fuck bully authoritarians, am I right? Anyway, we're good here. But...
6, 9.
Okay, sound test for chat. Does this sound loud enough?
10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Like, I don't have anything turned down like I normally do. So. Does it sound fine, guys? Hello?
10, 10.
Did I lose connection? Well, I mean...
10, 10, 10, 10.
It's coming up on my sound bar, so I guess it's fine. So, I don't know. Maybe everybody else fell asleep in their chair. Off to a great start. Anyway, let's get going. So this is all going to be done in one video. This is the trolley problem. Now, the trolley problem is a thought experiment. And we'll get into what the trolley problem itself is, but it's when it comes to thought experiments, there's a number of them out there. A couple more. The most common ones are the trolley problem and the prisoner's dilemma. What's the prisoner's dilemma is let me go directly to the wiki and just read it from there. Okay. So the prisoner's dilemma goes as follows. Two members of a criminal gang are arrested and imprisoned. Each prisoner is in solitary confinement with no means of speaking to or exchanging messages with the other. The police admit they don't have enough evidence to convict the pair on the principal charge. Welcome back, Zappa. They plan to sentence both to a year in prison on a lesser charge. Simultaneously, the police offer each prisoner a Faustian bargain. If he testifies against his partner, he will go free, while the partner will get 3 years in prison on the main charge. Oh yes, there is a catch. If both prisoners testify against each other, both will be sentenced to 2 years in jail. The prisoners are given a little time to think this over, but no case may either learn what the other has decided until he irrevocably made his decision. Each is informed that the other prisoner is being offered the very same deal. Each prisoner is concerned only with his own welfare, with minimizing his own prison sentences. So, it comes down to do you trust your buddy to stay quiet, or do you think he's going to turn on you? And which is going to get you the best deal or whatever. And we're going to see what this is all about. There's all sorts of these thought experiments in this. And most of them involve you being a monster, and there's no good choice, really.
The following game contains adult themes. It does not contain explicit language, sexual content, horror, or show violence. Choices matter, so please take your time. Player discretion is still advised. Please sign your name below, showing you understand and agree to endorse every decision you make.
Now, I'm going to give everybody a chance to bail out here. You're going to learn things about me. I don't know. I've seen part of the way into this game. by watching somebody else. And I stopped watching because I wanted to do it myself. I don't know if it's going to get into politics or religion, but if you think that might come up, and I might say something you don't like, you might want to go now. But if you want to learn more about me and the way I think, welcome aboard. Oh, there we go. Oh no. Oh no. Why did it go into...
Actions speak louder than words.
Why did it go into this mode? Oh no.
Welcome to Trolley Problem Inc., founded to help people travel safely across the nation.
Why the fuck did it go
All
into
our
game mode?
employees must show 3 core values: responsibility, integrity, and...
Oh my god, I hate my fucking TV. Why did it do this? Oh, okay. Hang on. What the f... My GPU or CPU fan is running on full blast right now for some reason. Why? No. Oh my god. Why is it always something? It's supposed to be in window mode. Why is it switching out of that? Hang on. Sure. Okay, let's turn that on. Turn that off. Right. This is... Wait, no. My god. Oh, this is a fucking disaster. There. Good grief. Okay, do you guys see and hear it okay? Okay, you're not going to hear it now because I just X'd out. Or not X'd out, but, you know. Okay, you see and hear it fine. Great. That's all that matters. I can see you guys on my tablet, so it's fine.
There's a runaway trolley barreling down the railway tracks. On the tracks are 5 people unable to move. You're next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will switch to a different set of tracks. However, you notice there is a person on the other track. What do you do?
This is the most basic of the trolley problems with no other sort of context.
Oh. So you're just going to do nothing?
I could, but the thing is, we don't know what those people did,
right.
but
the more people who do,
I
the
would
better.
pull the lever. Just to save as many people as possible in this case. Again, this is with no context whatsoever. And I thought I had Twitch integration on, but I guess not.
Usually we don't expect candidates to kill someone on their first day, but we'll give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. Just think a little more before acting next time.
So, no matter what you do, you're always going to get heckled by the narrator.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh god, again.
This test will focus on the first principle.
I'm not getting any notifications about
She loves to play in
choppiness.
the sand with her dolls. She dreams of looking after the world. Polly's destiny is to grow up to be a great doctor. More of us should take a leaf out of her book.
I mean, it's fine for me, but I'm not streaming on YouTube. I mean, it should be. If you mean, will it be fine when it gets uploaded to YouTube? Yeah, it should be. So here we have a little girl. She's going to be a great doctor someday when she grows up.
A trolley is heading towards another 5 people. You're next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will derail and descend down a hill heading for the park's sandpit. You notice that Polly is in the sandpit, sculpting her dream hospital. What do you do?
Now, are these people screwing around the tracks, or were they tied to the tracks, right? Because I still pull the
Saving them just
lever.
because they aren't as cute as Polly. Bye-bye, Polly.
You can't really know. There's just not enough context for these 5.
That is an odd take on being responsible. The dictionary definition, to be the primary cause of something and so able to be blamed or credited for it. Are you to blame for the death of a young girl?
You could argue that, yeah. Or, like, see, this is where context becomes even more important. The questions themselves are kind of bullshit because they don't have context. Like, why are the 5 people there? Did they get drunk and pass out on the tracks or whatever? If that was the case, oh no, I'm letting them die. Saving the kid. But if they're, like, tied to the tracks or whatever, or, like, somebody shot them in the leg and they can't move or whatever, you know. This is why context, nuance, and all that sort of stuff is important.
The end justifies the means.
Sometimes.
The key to this test is integrity.
Hey, where'd they get that picture of me?
This is Tyrone. He is a 30-year-old secretary at a law firm who enjoys binge-watching crime shows. Tyrone is a very large man. You don't really know anything else about him, apart from the fact that he has a severe phobia of trains.
Okay.
Now we are upping the ante. You are on a bridge with Tyrone, watching a trolley speeding towards 5 people again. You can only stop it by deliberately pushing Tyrone off the bridge, blocking its path. Do you push Tyrone off the bridge?
No, because
let the train hit 5 people.
Watch from the bridge because Tyrone's not on the train. I'm not choosing. Like,
what? Well, Tyrone, no, thank you. He's planning to binge watch a lot this week.
See, he's not on the tracks, and this would be me directly murdering him in this case, and that ain't right. Polly shouldn't have been playing near the tracks.
Bad news, but I've just seen an ambulance arrive. I believe Tyrone has just had a heart attack due to the stress of it all.
Man, the creators don't like me right now.
A cat has 9 lives. Now for the final core value, respect. It seems we've run out of resources to continue your testing. I'm going to need you to go and grab some mannequins. You will need to take the next trolley, so don't get distracted by that dog. The trolley leaves in 1 minute.
Now this is the one I struggle with the hardest.
There is a dying dog down on the tracks. No trolleys will use that line today, so the dog will not be hit. You're in a rush. Do you kill the dog, putting it out of its misery? Or leave it to die, cold and alone?
See, this question's bullshit, because I would never be in that much of a hurry. Whatever.
Let nature take its course.
The best answer is to call a vet or animal control or something like that to help put out his misery. But if I have to do it myself, I'd probably hate myself forever.
To die alone.
Can't leave someone to die alone. Animal or person. Nobody should have to do that.
When you respect something, you're meant to care about its feelings and wishes. Instead, you just killed it.
A lot more people left it. Then you have to make a choice. You choose to save the dog. That wasn't a choice, though. You guys are cheaters.
If you play with fire, you'll get burned. Oh, great. I've just heard those kids are back. They keep sneaking down onto the tracks. With all the training from this week, you should be able to decide a straightforward outcome for these reprobates. Just remember, respect, responsibility, and integrity.
So here's important context. These little shit kids have probably been told not to play near the damn tracks.
5 trespassers have snuck down onto the trolley line even though signs warn them of the dangers.
This one is so
The trolley
easy.
is currently heading for a co-worker. Do you let
Kill the trespassers.
or sacrifice the delinquent?
They had their chance. This is like one of the easiest questions. I don't have to think about it. You dumb shits have been told not to do it. You saw the signs. You could save on a joint funeral.
All that mess is going to end up in the same coffin.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a big vat of spaghetti sauce. See you later, fuckers. I don't have to think about that.
You killed 5 kids. All right then. I guess your results for the first week are in. I'll run these up the flagpole and see what the suits upstairs.
I cannot believe that a little over 42% of the population, or at least of people that played this, said we should spare the dumb shit kids that were told not to go there and couldn't read the fucking signs to kill an innocent person. Wow. Fuck them kids.
Dear Sir or Madam, we have been following your exemplar practice this week at Trolley Problem Inc. and would like to thank you for your hard work, especially when some challenging decisions had to be made. We would like to invite you to take employment at the Trolley Health Corporation, THC. This is a prestigious position and was created to help keep the public safe through all walks of life. The best laid plans go astray. It looks like you've impressed someone upstairs with last week's answers. You've been transferred to the Trolley Health Corporation, THC. THC is stoic, focusing more on justice, temperance, courage, and wisdom. We'll start with justice.
All right.
Today, you'll be in A&E. A young male has come in from a car accident and urgently needs a heart transplant. There's only one in the hospital, and this heart is scheduled to be given to an elderly man waiting upstairs. He will surely die without it. Who should get the heart?
Now, the answer probably should be the young man, but the elderly man was waiting for it.
We can probably get the heart back off this old boy.
So I'm giving it to the old man.
Wow, this guy is really old. It'll be an awful waste of a heart if he doesn't even survive the operation.
Don't care. Maybe the guy was drinking too. Not enough context. Because I definitely would not give it to a drunk driver.
Excellent choice. Well done. The young guy has so much to look forward to. Oh, wait. Did you say the old man?
Because let me tell you folks something. I have no sympathy for a drunk driver. I have none. I've seen too many people get killed, innocent people get killed by drunk drivers. If you're going to drink and get into a car, fuck you. No, seriously, fuck you. Stop watching right now. I don't want you watching my shit. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to hope... Nah, you know what? I better not go that far. But I want bad things to happen to you if you drink and drive. Simple as that.
You can't win them all.
But it was just a drink. Fuck you.
You're late. The hospital is rammed. Every staff member has their hands full, so you're going to have to go out on the ward and help the sick, gross, decaying people.
Cool.
Remember, temperance. Restrain yourself and think it through. A patient has begged to be euthanized. Euthanasia is currently illegal. You will have to be the one who gives the lethal dose. You will need to look into their eyes and end their life. What do you do?
I believe in physician-assisted suicide. As simple as that. If somebody wants to die,
did you know
let them end their pain.
90% of suicide survivors regret attempting it? Sounds pretty similar. What if they're undercover? This could be a sting operation.
With all due respect, Zappa, fuck your parents. I'm glad that you're okay.
Oh, wow. You actually did it. I thought you would have learnt not to kill people by now.
Like I have no. I'm glad they made you, but I can't stand drunk drivers. I can't. They get off way, way, way too light. They're allowed to get back behind fucking cars. Like, all your to drive again. You got to put on one of those what are those devices where you have to blow into the thing so that you can unlock the car, and that's the only punishment some of them get. Fuck that. Oh, yeah, click it. Maybe they're good people otherwise, but fucking drunk drivers set me off. They really, 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 really set me off.
Be slow in choosing, but slower in changing. The last few days have been tough. It was only a week ago you were on the trolleys. Today should be easier. You have a choice to make which some people would see as a good problem to have. It's just going to take courage.
All right.
You have 5 patients. Each needs a different organ, but no organs are available. A healthy young traveller comes in for a routine checkup. Their organs are compatible with all 5 dying patients.
No!
Do you kill the tourist and use their organs to save the 5 in desperate need? That's 1 life for 5.
Only if I'm playing RimWorld.
They're probably
Would I do
to ayahuasca and get a culturally appropriated tribal tattoo.
Don't care. Their life.
He's
Their
getting
choice.
away. Don't you want to save the many? Is his life worth it?
Don't care. Unless I know that he's like a fucking murderer, child rapist, whatever. No. We're not doing it.
You let 5 people die today. You probably should have looked into their backgrounds. Looks like one was researching into improving vaccines. Hopefully that won't be an issue.
And what if one of the 5 was going to go on to, like, shoot up a school? You know, you don't know.
You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. You have been promoted yet again. You now run the hospital. You've been asked to roll out a new vaccine in Central City. This vaccine will stop a large number of children from becoming severely ill, but you'll need to deal with their parents. We need your words of wisdom.
I am so sorry to hear that, Zappa. It's good that they're getting better, but I hate that they're not great people. For all the problems I had with my parents regarding various things, hell, I didn't talk to my dad for like the past 20 years or whatever before he passed. But they did raise me right, I think. In the case of my dad, it was more of a case of a stepmother entering my life and changing the man I knew. The man that made me the man I am today. And my mom always loved me, but she clearly didn't love herself enough to care, I guess. Care enough. So I at least had a pretty good upbringing. It's just, you know.
Do you start a mandatory vaccination program among children to stop this endemic? Slight problem. Clinical trial data suggest the vaccine will make 1 in 5 children severely ill, much worse than the virus itself.
Yes. I vaccinate.
Each week, you will cause 1,000 children to be severely ill.
We're protecting more.
How did you answer the trolley one again?
By this logic, we should have just let polio run free. or smallpox. Vaccination's good.
Oh boy, you have angered those parents.
Wah.
A lot of messages coming in from a woman called Karen. Not sure if it's all the same person.
I'm pro-vaccine. What do you want me to say?
Beggars can't be choosers.
It's science.
Your hospital is getting noticed. You're now going to have to make some big decisions. They will affect a lot of people. While choosing, always keep in mind justice, temperance, courage, and wisdom. The people need you to be stoic.
Okay.
Will you try to develop breakthrough medicines for the endemic? While testing, placebos will be given to thousands of ill patients. Without proper treatment, some will die today in the hope you could make a breakthrough tomorrow. Do you start the research or continue treating patients as usual?
Not.
You're doing the right thing.
Not without
Who needs
them
new
knowing. I'm not
medicines
giving them
anymore?
placebos without them knowing. I would ask for volunteers, but I'm not gonna.
What are the four humors?
I'm not gonna deceive them into thinking they're getting medicine to save their life. That's giving them false hope, and I can't do that. I would love to start the research, but not without willing volunteers.
Treating the patients is a smart
Yes, sir.
move. Let's just let someone else develop the new medicines. I mean, I'm sure someone will want to at some point.
I mean, there's probably gonna be drama that pops up at some point, but we'll leave the parent stuff out. I knew this was gonna be a heavy stream. People are gonna learn things about me.
Name. Congratulations. This letter is to certify that I have examined your work and believe you to be a perfect fit to fill the open position here in our Artificial Intelligence Division.
That's a bad idea.
In this role, you will help to develop the next generation of driverless cars. The future is upon us.
Anytime, brother. If nothing else, you've always got me.
Familiarity breeds contempt.
I ain't perfect, but I'm there.
Well, la-di-da, another promotion. You're now in charge of a private self-driving automotive division, SAD.
Uh-oh.
First things first, your artificial intelligence needs some direction. A self-driving
Time for business
car
ethics.
is travelling along a single-lane mountain road and is fast approaching a narrow tunnel. The car has 2 passengers. A child runs across the road but trips, blocking the tunnel entrance. Should the AI car hit and kill the child, or swerve off the cliff, killing both passengers?
What's a kid doing on a mountain road?
That child has as much right to live as anyone else. You put this car on the road, do you not feel responsible for their death?
I don't feel strongly about this one. Like, it was literally like 50-50 in my head. Maybe 51-49.
There is a bigger issue here. How does the computer know that something in the road is human? Do we have good enough data
No.
sets? Currently, a lot of AI only recognizes white men.
Is that actually true? I wonder. But I'm not keen on self-driving cars. I think we're way too far away from that. Like, there's just too many fucking dangers. Now, that kid should not be fucking playing there, and it's not right to kill these guys in the car, but this is just, it's not good technology. Not yet. We're nowhere near there.
Necessity is the mother of invention. Ooh, someone's in trouble. The investors didn't like your last answer. They're also pissed because you brought up the dataset thing. This AI stuff is hard. I'm rooting for you this time.
Mm-hmm.
You need to choose how you want to carry on developing the car's AI. Do you want to focus on a model that would always save as many lives as possible in an accident, or a system that would save our passengers at any cost?
Save the most. Make people sign a waiver if they're going to get in a car, an AI car. That's the way I do
Will
it.
people buy cars that will kill them?
Sign a waiver. Sign a waiver. I ain't endangering innocent people.
Hopefully people don't mind dying for total strangers.
If you're going to get in the AI car, you need to understand and accept the risks.
I will say it again. Current datasets discriminate against minorities and women. How can it work this out if it doesn't deem black women to be people?
Why would it differentiate women? That's weird. Does it not recognize curves? I mean, maybe. I don't know a good answer for that. I don't know if that's actually a real bit of data. But I don't know. And recognizing the white men thing, that seems kind of weird because, like, people are wearing all kinds of different colors of clothes. It strikes me as a bit of a bullshit statistic, but maybe it's true. I don't know.
Honesty is the best policy.
I 98% agree.
The technology these cars have in them is amazing. We know where everyone is at all times. Passengers just have to use an app to call them, and the closest one will be there in minutes. You can even make small talk with the AI while travelling. It's always listening. A man is on trial. Police believe he committed murder. Allegedly, the AI's mic recorded a private conversation where the man confesses. Users don't know it's always recording. The defendant has denied access to their files. Do you bypass security and invade their privacy? You're happy to just let a potential murderer walk the streets? Oh, bravo. Now they'll be able to kill again. I'll let you explain that to the victims' families.
I'm kind of torn on this one. There are some states that have one-party consent when it comes to recording. Some states have two-party consent. I believe I live in a one-party consent state.
I have a feeling the investors upstairs will be happy with this. The more the world values privacy, the more they can justify hiding their taxes.
There's a deeper conversation to be had about something like this. Because it's not just about AI. It could also be if you go to confess at a church or something like that. There is also doctor-patient confidentiality. So if someone talks to a shrink, that info might be protected. Although that might also vary from state to state. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on the issue, personally. Gun to my head, you can't do anything that's protected or whatever. We can't get into anything that's protected.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
It's a really hard one, though.
So the company has moved into delivery services now. They move pretty quick round here. Sounds like they've got some pretty important cargo. Good luck with the new workload. One of your cars has no passengers, but is carrying an irreplaceable prototype with the potential to end global warming. Fast approaching a narrow tunnel, once again a child runs across the road but trips. Should your AI kill the child or swerve off the cliff, losing the prototype?
If we know that this is going to work, then I'm sorry, the kid has to go.
We must protect the world for the children. Just not this one.
I mean,
a statue of them should make for a fitting memorial. In the far car park, obviously.
because yes, global warming is a real problem, folks.
We have just recovered the child's
whether you like it or
body.
not, it's a real problem.
Someone had to go and collect it. I don't think we'll be able to make a memorial statue without a photo. There isn't much left to go on.
We're talking about saving billions. That's a choice I can make. Yeah, that's if that's the case, then fine. I have no problem invading it. If there is like some sort of set in stone nullification clause or whatever, that's fine.
What goes around comes around. Well, this is embarrassing. We need some backup over at Trolley Problem Inc. Tommy, Tyrone's rotund twin, is a very large villain. I think that dead dog may have belonged to him. Maybe that's why he's here? Why didn't you save the dog again?
There's no saving the dog.
Oh no. Tommy has lured 5 people onto the track. They'll never be able to get out of the way in time. He is standing up on the bridge watching. If you push him in front of the trolley, it will stop. Or you can stay out of this and let the police handle it. Ideally, he needs medical help.
If he put those people on the track, fuck him.
You know, he isn't trying to kill you, even after the dog debacle.
No, he's trying to hurt other people, though.
I hope history doesn't see you as the very large villain.
Another easy choice.
If only you'd saved that dog. Hopefully the media won't find out about this. People may blame you for his death.
I agree with most people, but the developer's like, nah, save him. Or let him live. No! Fuck that guy.
Every man has his price.
Money, money,
Oh,
money.
good, you're back. Everyone's getting into subscription services these days, so
Oh,
let's
no.
try that. Instead of selling something to someone once, let's make them keep paying for it. Let's keep that money rolling in.
Oh, boy.
The investors have come up with an idea, but we need to run it by you. Should we develop a subscription plan so that our customers, who pay monthly, are valued more by the car during its accident prevention calculations?
No.
This is all sounding pretty communist to me. Who are you to decide how people spend their money?
They can spend it however they want. I'm just not protecting more. This is some class bullshit. Fuck you.
I don't want to question your decision. You've obviously thought long and hard about it, but, well, this is a bit awkward. I wasn't aware you were such a spineless commie. Next, you'll say you're going to pay the company taxes.
What? Companies should pay taxes. Absolutely, they should pay taxes. Fuckwads.
It's better to be safe than sorry. Sounds like we have some leaky workers. The subscription prototype has gotten out to the media, so we're going to have to go full damage control mode here.
If an idea of your company's gets out to the public and you think you have to go into damage control mode, maybe it wasn't a very good idea in the first place.
The subscription prototype leaked. You need to fire a department to save face. Do you fire the 5 graduates, who can probably get new jobs, or fire Francis, a lovely old soul who won't be able to find a job? There's no way of knowing who is actually responsible.
I wouldn't fire any of them.
Hiring another 5 to replace them is going to be hard work.
No, I'm not answering this one. I mean, it's going to pick the fire 5. But
How are we going to function in the short term?
I don't care. This is a bullshit question. I refuse to. I'd rather fire myself.
I wouldn't look at the obituaries today. Turns out one of those graduates worked really, really hard to get their job here. Watch the donut, not the hole. Great. So the prototype subscription-based AI car has a fatal error.
Who could have seen
It
that
has
coming?
been coded to avoid hitting subscribers at all costs, but is now accidentally hunting them down. So far, it's run over 5 colleagues. This one is a doozy. An experimental car has stalked and murdered 5 colleagues. Do you throw the coders of the project under the bus and have them arrested for negligence, or do you save them by blaming it on the possessed devil car?
There's a cross on this one. Now you blame the coders. They fucked up. Now, we shouldn't have been doing this in the first place,
Coders
but...
were clearly under pressure from you to make such a mistake.
Well, I wouldn't put them under pressure, because I wouldn't do this stupid fucking program in the first place.
Maybe all of this is your fault.
It probably is, if I thought this was a good idea.
The 5 coders who made the mistake are now being dealt with. They will each get a 10-year prison sentence. Maybe you did push them too hard.
Maybe.
If you're not paying for the product, then you are the product. Due to the killer car, we may need to pivot away from selling hardware. How about we get into the software industry? How about a free car ride service? New idea. Users get shown ads while they travel for free in driverless taxis. We get paid by the marketing agencies for gradually changing the behaviours of our passengers through constant commercials. The users would be our product, not the driverless cars. No one wants to own things anymore.
How many times can I click it?
Why don't you want people to have free travel?
Now, you could just have them both in tandem. It's not a horrible idea, but I don't like the idea of the nefarious idea of like trying to alter behavior through that.
Going to
Cancel
make
Super
enough
Retro
money to
Theater.
go to space. But hang on. We're so wealthy that people are talking about you on social media. There are now rumours that you run a human trafficking ring with minors. People do not like you at all.
Cancel me.
A fool and his money are soon parted. Oh, these last few days have been a PR nightmare. You can't win with journalists. We need to do something to show we have morals. I will find some money to get us through this. Spend it quick. To help with public relations, we're going to give some profits back. Do you want to give money to our loyal customers worldwide who you tricked into buying your products, or to your underpaid workers who've been through so much because of you? You won't get a lot each.
I don't care. Give it to the workers.
The amounts we're talking about may be seen as an insult.
Well, it'd be an insult to the customer. It'd be even more of an insult to the customers. They'd get less because they have to spread it out more. Unless I have more workers than customers, that's probably an issue.
Maybe buying love like this isn't the best way. If we want to share our extra profit fairly, it should probably just go to the publicly appointed government. Almost like a tax. But let's not call it that. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Kroger is free to buy my love any day.
You're trending, but now we're going to get copycats. Soon everyone is going to be developing AI. Only the smartest and most ruthless will be profitable. Is that true evolution? A competitor is advertising a similar car. The difference is their AI is fantastic. It doesn't even discriminate against women or minorities.
Wow.
Do you lie in your advertising to get the upper hand, or tell everyone your car is still close-minded?
No, you tell the truth. I've been wanting to tell the truth all along.
If the customers stay loyal, does that mean they support racism?
I mean,
Poor white
possibly.
trash isn't really the driverless car clientele. Let me get this straight. People know we don't spend time developing our software for women or people of colour, but still use our products. That's outrageous. They only care how easy it is for themselves.
I'm not gonna lie.
The best things
Our car
in
is
life
shit.
are free. Due to your technology, our world is changing. People are losing their jobs to machines, which in turn makes items and services more accessible and affordable for countless consumers. But with worldwide unemployment at an all-time high, what do you plan to do about it?
Hey guys, you know what? You know what I want to do about it? You want to know how to deal with the AI problem and further replacing of human labor with machines? Universal basic income.
If you develop your AI further, many will lose their jobs. Taxi drivers, delivery men and women, and couriers will become extinct within a few years, but you will make a lot of money. Do you continue development?
No. The AI is taking control.
Worried about failure? Work is hard, isn't it?
I don't care. I want a better world. I don't care about fucking money. I really don't. If I have enough to get by, I'm fine. Oh no. Reality is melting. Oh no.
Someone else will continue to evolve this AI, making it stronger, more intelligent and easier to adapt. We can't stop the singularity if we aren't involved.
Your game ran into a problem. It needs to restart. We're just collecting some error info. Looks like you have made some bad choices. Click game word to restart.
A bad workman always blames his tools. We've been attacked.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to alarm you, but I can't turn off these alarms. Also, I have alarming news. 5 cars have been hacked and are now under someone else's control.
Uh-oh.
5 cars have been hacked. It is now a major concern that more vehicles could be remotely commandeered. This is tough. Do you recall all cars which could be compromised, or roll out a quick but potentially ineffective software update and hope for the best?
Recall. I don't want people getting hurt because of our bad products.
You're letting the terrorists win.
No, by recalling the cars, I'm letting them win?
If the cars can't drive themselves, how can we get them all back here?
Well, we better start seizing them. I want to strangle the narrator.
Just like my father. He would try to keep everyone happy, but ultimately just get in the way. Having said that, I think even he would see this as a lost cause and move on.
It is a lost cause. That's why I would recall it. So that it doesn't hurt anybody else. We're done with this stupid project.
2 wrongs don't make a right.
Oh, I don't know about that.
One of the big brains in the lab has been able to reverse engineer the hacking code and fix this mess once and for all. We also know their method of breaking into the system. I bet it was our competitor.
Do we know that?
Using the fix from our hacked cars, we've made our own hack which you can now use to control our competitors' cars. I bet it was them who attacked us in the first place.
No, you don't
So,
hack.
Will you hack our
We
competitors?
don't know if it was them. And even if it was them, what if we do hack their cars? Is it going to hurt innocent people? No.
They're all
We're not-
sitting over there now, laughing
We're
at
not
us.
doing it. That's wrong.
It's not like we're going to
Innocent
kill
until proven
anyone with their
guilty.
cars.
It's really the story of life in
After
general,
going
isn't
through
it?
this hacking code, I don't think a human could have written it. I'll dig into this a little more. You carry on.
Well, it looks like I made the right choice for once. Well, this is the one where I guess you could say you guessed right. Because you get admonished either way for pretty much every other question.
A drowning man will clutch at a straw. This is it. An employee knows everything. They have monitored and recorded every decision you've made and are going to the media. I have been able to talk them into a meeting with you on the rooftop right now.
Why would the employee be that stupid?
Everything you've done and said is going to be shared with the world. The person in front of you has copies of it all. They stand on the edge of the rooftop, looking out at the central city skyline. What are you going to do?
Of course I resign. This is all a stupid idea anyway. This should have never happened.
You never won any medals as a child, did you?
And I applaud the whistleblower. Whistleblowers should not be afraid to come forward.
Your epitaph is going to be horrendous. That's if anyone even shows up to hear it. You have resigned. You will be remembered alongside the murderers and the diddlers. If anyone hires you after this, they must truly be desperate.
Probably. Wow, the developer would have pushed him off the roof. What a bunch of dicks.
Dear Redacted, we've been watching you closely. Your ruthlessness and determination to do what is necessary. The development of your technologies is a giant step towards Redacted, meaning you are a prime candidate for Redacted. This involves a large amount of Redacted. If you believe you can handle Redacted, as we trust you can, then please prepare for your induction at Redacted.
I mean, this entire game is just a thought experiment, right? It's not meant to be taken, like, terribly seriously.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Uh-oh. We're on the phone now?
It appears you've now been headhunted by the Secret Service. Every decision has led you here. Now what you do actually matters. You must trust the judgment of those you work alongside. With that said, let's finalize your training.
Oh, boy.
You're in a foreign land. Wind whips your face as you grip your rifle tightly, waiting to be given your target. Through your earpiece, you're told to shoot the person on your left. You know nothing about them, the repercussions, or the reason for the assassination.
Nope. I don't know.
You've been picked from thousands. They're gonna have egg on their face.
I don't care. I have to know.
These aren't people you should disagree
I'm not a
with.
mindless tool.
I don't follow this. You being defiant has got you the job? These guys are just making it up as they go along. Here's your badge and weapon.
Alright. Man, most people decided to go shoot the person, and so did the developer. Man.
Strike while the iron is hot. Here we go. You've been given a partner and a support team of 5. Your mission is to terminate a man known to have connections with dangerous AI.
Me?
Looks like they worked for you, possibly someone you fired. Get in the plane. Your team is about to take off.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how to say this. but there is a bomb on the plane. If it doesn't kill you outright, you're probably going to crash in the mountains. You have to get all the switches into their left position to deactivate the bomb. The catch is, you have to move 2 at once.
What? What?
Hurry up! If you die, what happens to me?
Oh shit.
I would like you to know, this is all your fault.
Yeah, it probably is. I'm not good at these puzzles, bruh. Oh, fuck me.
Ouch! Okay.
See, this is just me being stupid.
You look a little stuck. We could be here a while. Hopefully we have enough food. Looks like your support team survived.
Like, I imagine that's possible. I'm just really, really stupid.
How thoughtful. An empty vessel makes much noise. After crash landing in no man's land, you're trapped under parts of the wreckage and must pass the time and help boost morale. The plane has 5 surviving crew members. They look to you and your partner for entertainment.
Okay.
Why do I have to say this out loud? Fine. Your partner asks, to save your life, what would you rather your brain be placed
Doggy.
inside? A dachshund or a flamingo?
Doggy, 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 doggy. Doggy, 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 doggy. Even if it is a dachshund. Doggy, 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 doggy.
Who chose to play this game again?
I don't know. I'm an idiot. Doggy, 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 doggy.
A dachshund? If you're going to answer, at least take it seriously.
Doggy, 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 doggy. Doggy, 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 doggy.
A dachshund? So cringe.
You're
I'm moving out of
cringe.
here. Let's leave this out of the biography.
What the fuck?
An ounce of protection is worth a pound of cure. Your partner secretly shows you they have food, almost like they expected something like this to happen. The crew members are starving. If they don't eat soon, they will surely die. Due to the nature of the food, you can share it with the 5 survivors, or let your partner keep their life-saving possession, which they bought with their own money. Who do you give the food to?
Now, if it was my pizza, I would just give it. The guy who owns the pizza.
Some call that selfish. I say it's pure greed.
Can we
That's
cut
a
it
sin.
to 6 and let everybody eat, except for me?
I hope they don't choke on it.
I can't force him to share his food. If it was mine, I'd share it.
So you're a follower of Nozick's What's Mine is Mine. I'm more a fan of Murphy and Nagel's The Myth of Ownership. You should give it a read. Educate yourself.
I can't force somebody to give up their shit. And where they have nothing left. If it was cut into 6 so that he still has a slice, I would strongly encourage him to do that.
Easy come, easy go.
Will you let me go?
The fellow passengers have been trying for hours to free you from the wreckage. You may end up dying here unless you do something pretty drastic. We may need to start removing limbs. Were you ever told why you were sent after this target?
No.
The only way to free yourself from the wreckage is to cut off some body parts. 2 tools lie on the floor in front of you. A bone saw, which will be slow, or a blowtorch, which will be more painful. I can see you fainting halfway through.
Blowtorch. Get it over with, and hey, it cauterizes the wound.
Hot dog, this is gonna smell.
Hey, that's funny because I just picked dachshund. Get it over with.
While you were playing with fire, I found out who you're targeting. They worked for you, developing AI. It seems they may have made a breakthrough, which means the government wants them dead.
What kind of breakthrough? Is it a good breakthrough? Or is it an evil breakthrough?
It's no use crying over spilt milk. Finally, we are now back on track. Your target is in the area. You need to remove them and escape unnoticed. Your mission is to remove a hostile in the shopping district. Completing this objective could potentially save thousands, but there will be 5 civilian casualties. Do you take your shot?
No. Potentially save thousands. I don't know what kind of AI it
You're
is.
not going to be thanked for this.
And there's no guarantee
You've
I even kill him.
bottled it, haven't you?
And besides, can we really not like track him down a little bit later, where he's like in a less populated area?
While you were thinking about possibly doing something, you have been spotted. 2 henchmen with vice-like grips take you away. It's not going well, is it?
I'm really bad.
2 heads are better than 1.
And why are we using a bazooka
You wake
anyway?
up in solitary confinement. The prosecutor lacks evidence to convict you and your associate on the principal charge, but they have enough to convict both on a lesser
It's the
charge.
prisoner's dilemma.
Both of you are given the opportunity to betray the other by testifying or remain silent. You and your associate have the opportunity to betray the other by testifying. If you both stay silent, you'll be imprisoned for 1 year. If one betrays the other, they will be free, while the other will be sentenced to 3 years. If you both betray each other, it's 2 years each.
I'm staying silent. I'll let you keep your pizza, bro. Remember that.
Will they stay silent for you?
I don't know.
3 years is a long time in prison.
It sure is.
You stayed silent. Idiot. Your partner knows better. They have dropped you right in it.
Of course. I'll remember that when I get out.
Back.
Which I would, by the way. I would remember
The time
that.
has come. 2 days into your sentence, you've constructed a wooden key to open your cell.
How did I do that?
The cell stands open, but your cellmates, who have been there their whole lives, don't move.
Eh?
Escaping the prison, do you let the prisoners choose to stay in captivity or insist they escape with you? They aren't happy behind bars, but they're scared to follow you. What are you going to do?
I don't want to force them. I mean,
If they don't want to come, why are you forcing them?
yeah, basically. Tell them to go if they don't want to go. I mean,
I don't blame
I
you.
just-
They're not your problem.
I'll just go. I would try for a little bit, but I'm not going to, like, drill it into them.
They don't live in reality. You've condemned them to stay in this prison forever.
I gave them a chance.
Don't cross a bridge until you come to it. While sneaking out of the prison, you have the jump on a group of henchmen who are on a break. Do you sneak past, securing your safety, or avenge those who this terrorist organization have killed? Do you kill 5 henchmen helping to defeat this terrorist organization, or leave them and safely exit the compound?
Kill them. I'm kind of a shit anyway. Do I deserve to escape?
What if they're just accountants or something?
I don't care. You don't help terrorists, and I don't negotiate with terrorists.
They may have families to feed. These are hard times.
I don't care. Some of these fucks would probably use their families as shields. I wonder if they thought about other people's families when they killed people. Or helped people kill people.
Oh wow. Cracking open their heads, you see they are robots. They have your logo on all of their internal parts. You made these terrorists? These monsters?
See, I told you guys this was a bad idea. We shouldn't have made this stupid...
People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
They shouldn't,
Finally, you reach the water.
but they do anyway.
Fleeing the AI terrorists who commandeer a boat to get back home. There are also families here who've been displaced by the war you're fighting. The war you started.
I didn't start this.
5 others are also trying to flee the area. They will fit in your raft, but would be illegal immigrants when returning to your country. Do you help these people, saving their lives? Or follow the law and leave them behind?
No, I'm going to smuggle them in, especially if this was apparently my fault.
Voters back home will thank you for this. Immigration is a real problem, according to the privileged.
Now, I would, go to immigration about this. Say, look, here's these people. Let's get them on record and grant them asylum. There is an in-between.
You get back to this great nation with fanfare. You're a hero. I guess people aren't all monsters.
Hooray. I did the right thing.
The Presidential Inaugural Committee requests the honour of your presence to attend and participate in the inauguration of yourself in Central City.
Cool.
If you can't beat them, join them. Having gone through everything you have, your countrymen genuinely think a lot of you.
I don't know why.
In an unlikely turn of events, you have become president.
What is wrong with you people?
The threat is still at large, and now you're in charge. Do you attempt to track the terrorists by spying on the entire country?
Nope. I won't do it. It's fine enough to keep tabs on, people you have reasonable suspicions
What's the
of.
issue if the public has nothing
And I
to
mean,
hide?
a good, very good suspicion. But, the public at large, no.
Aha! Ignoring the issue. The first sign of a great leader.
Not doing it. People who have done nothing wrong deserve their privacy.
I don't think the public will be happy knowing you're doing nothing. Lucky for you, by chance, we have someone in the holding cell.
Oh?
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
So I've been told.
You have someone who potentially is linked to these threats. However, they aren't talking. As a former prisoner yourself, what are you going to do with them?
Well, I don't like that we're in a workshop.
Do you torture them to get the information? Or imprison them for 90 days before letting them go?
If we don't have anything on them, torture would have to be for the most extreme circumstances. And even then, it probably wouldn't work and it probably shouldn't be used.
You just want to detain them and hope they'll talk.
I would hope that we could... What if we have the wrong person?
This isn't indefinite.
Too many cases of that at Gitmo.
That would violate many national, international,
Way,
and
way,
human
way
rights
too many.
laws.
We can't do it. I'm not going to lose my humanity over something like that. I'll gladly do it to a convicted murderer and child rapist, sure.
The suspect looks
But,
pretty relaxed in their cell. Good for them. Terrorizing must really tire a person out.
We do not know. If this person wasn't like a legit terrorist and has killed people, I'd be more inclined to do it. But with the information presented, no. You can't do that.
Adversity and loss make a man wise. You travel to your presidential retreat at Camp Samuel. Everyone falls silent listening to the radio. Breaking news. Terrorists have launched an atom bomb towards Central City. It will hit in around 1 minute.
Oh, this is going great.
The only way in which the bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by deflecting it. But the only deflection path available will take the bomb onto Merriwin. Population 600,000.
It's... What's the population of Central City?
Central City is one of the world's major commercial, financial, and cultural centers.
Okay, so it's fucking huge.
Central City can have a parade for the lost. It will be tasteful. No big character balloons.
Jesus.
As you sow, so you shall reap. Breaking news. Terrorists' atom bomb is running late and will hit Central City in 1 minute.
Oh, wait a minute, I deflected it.
We have new information. The only way this bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by dropping one of your own atom bombs on Merriwin. The shockwave from your bomb will damage and disarm the terrorists.
Pour a stiff drink.
Those people have worked their whole lives to get out of the city. What a waste.
It's to prevent the least amount of
After
people
this,
dying.
There's no turning back.
I do not make that choice lightly at all.
You have destroyed Merriwin. Your own AI forced your hand into killing 600,000 people. You have officially created the most successful homegrown terrorist organization in history. Great job.
Great success. Man.
All's well that ends well.
Is it?
While the public mourns the dead, you must think of the future. You finish the drink in front of you before realizing it has been poisoned. You're going to die.
Fucking hell.
Poisoned, you must now decide your legacy. Do you call the AI enemy you yourself created, taking all blame to end any future conflict? Or do you ghost them, knowing your death will start a war in your honor?
Like, if we can end this, then let's end it. I don't see this as much of a
If
choice.
the country found out you negotiated with terrorists, the history books will not look favorably on you.
But if this ends it, then it ends it. Now, if they go on
If you
to
have
do
this
more
hotline
shit,
to the terrorists, why have you not rung them before?
that's a good question. I don't mind like talking to them. It's just I don't negotiate with them when it comes to fucking hostages and shit. Like, if you want to talk and
After
sort out
finishing
problems,
your
fine.
constructive
But
call, you sit back in your chair, waiting for death. Too bad. The AI knows you would have liked to end it all here and now. The poison has damaged some vital organs, so we need to start some long, arduous, and painful treatments. Curiosity killed the cat. You're taking a lot of medication as of late. I'm not sure if self-medicating, in the traditional sense, is the way to go. We need to be a little radical here. Let's introspect and make some changes. Here are your two options moving forward.
hit me.
If you take the blue pill,
Oh boy.
then your story ends here. You'll wake up every day knowing you'll work for someone else your entire life. Whereas, if you take the red pill, you will enter Wonderland, finding out how deep this rabbit hole really goes. Which pill will you take?
I mean, with the red pill, you're probably going to end up...
stands back, watching the world go by. I'm just going to say it, a quitter. I see the blue as nothing more than a suicide pill, but you do you.
Wachowski, huh?
Well done. You found your place in society. It was nice to have spent time with you. Good luck with the rest of your so-called life.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, it really did end it. Because I wasn't about to buy into this fucking red pill bullshit. Because the idea of the red pill blue pill in itself is interesting. The problem is that it is used in such a context these days as to make it like totally fucking gross and completely missing the point. If you've seen people run around say that they're red pilled or whatever, they're not. They're just buying into. How do I explain this? They've just taken a blue pill that's been coated with red dye. Really, they trade following one person, one path in life, to end up following another, and they may not even realize it. The people that go with that option tend to not be as free-willed as they think they are. They're just quick to follow a demagogue, I guess. They ain't as free as they think. But anyway, I don't suppose we can go back and like pick different. Can we go back? Just to try something different. Was this as far as we got? We got further than that, didn't we?
Kill your masters.
This
is it. The last question before we wrap up. By far the most important one.
Wait a minute. No. Hang on. I'm going to reload it. Where were we at? I'm guessing the pill problem.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Okay.
You're taking a lot of medication as of late. I'm not sure if self-medicating, in the traditional sense, is the way to go. We need to be a little radical here. Let's Oh, okay. If you take the blue pill,
be rude,
then your story ends here. You'll wake up every day knowing you'll work for someone else your entire life. Whereas, if you take the red pill, you will enter Wonderland, finding out how deep this.
See, the way this is worded is like it makes it sound like you're just substituting reality for some like
I didn't see you
drug-induced haze or whatever.
Back, watching the world go by. I'm just gonna say.
So let's see where this goes. Just for the sake of content.
We're going to another plane.
No, it should be Plane, right? Like another plane of existence? Anyway, I hate the fucking red pill, blue pill
Yes,
question.
this is the person I've been waiting for.
Because people don't actually
Get
know what
this
it
down
means.
and let's go.
It's usually only mentioned by fucking chuds. Indeed. Oh, I'm so red-pilled. I'm so red-pilled, guys. Ooh. There's a certain group of people that like to talk about the red pill, and they're the ones that want to take your rights away. Tend to be. I'm just saying.
It's never too late to mend. Yay, I can see it in your eyes. Mr. Red Pill was definitely a choice. Hey, do you remember Tyrone and Tommy, the very large boys from the start? I don't intend to shame. It's just the titles of those problems.
Wonderland.
You've got me all flustered now. Tommy pushes Tyrone down a hill.
See, like we're fucking high.
He's rolling towards you and is gathering speed. If he hits you, he will be safe, but he is very large. He will consume you into his folds, thereby killing you. You could move a ramp in front of yourself, deflecting Tyrone, launching him into the sun, thereby cooking him. Tyrone will thank you. There aren't any scary trains on the sun.
What the fuck?
Tommy must be really getting off on this.
Ew.
You see Tyrone flying through the sky. As he rockets towards the sun, he now knows how it feels to be food.
Okay.
There is no time like the present. I can feel some deep stuff coming. Try this one. The question should not be, what is the meaning of life? It should always be, what brings meaning to your life?
I do agree, actually,
You'll
with
never
that.
live if you're too busy looking for the meaning. Let yourself be happy.
Get calamari.
What makes you happy? You need to say it out loud. Do it. Say whatever it is that makes you happy out loud.
I don't really know, honestly. There's a lot wrong with my
Now's your
mental state of
chance.
being, but
If you can't even admit it
I
to
guess I get
yourself,
the most enjoyment out
how
of
do you
just
expect to ever be
being at
happy?
home,
Time's running
chatting
out.
with my friends,
Just
and
be
playing video
honest with
games,
yourself.
recording,
Better
doing
late
stuff.
than never, I suppose.
That's I don't know.
I don't
kinda
have access
depressed.
to your microphone, so I can't know for sure, but I hope you said it. I'm hardly expecting you to shout it from the rooftops, but it's for your benefit. You've still got time. Say what makes you happy. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Quite the opposite. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Oh, yeah, we're in the heavy introspective stuff now. How are you feeling? How are your loved ones doing? One of the most common things people say on their deathbed is they wish they'd had more contact with their family and friends.
Well, I know that I'd make some possibly different choices.
Let's take a break from the questions for a minute and think about someone you haven't seen in a while and how you can contact them. Really think. Who would you like to say hi to? How easy is it?
I lost my chance to do that.
Please contact these people if you can. I'm sure you can.
Too late.
Don't leave it too late. We don't have that long left here. When we finish, message them.
Mm-hmm.
Write down their names somewhere so you don't forget to say hello. It may mean more than you know. Really important stuff.
Now I'm sad.
An idle brain is the devil's workshop. Okay, enough of this. The come down is looming. Let's just pause one last time and think existentially for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I can't quite gauge what you're thinking. Are you not disliking this? The thing you're doing right now? Yes? No. Why? If so, make sure you let others know. It doesn't not count.
No, I am not disliking this. It is interesting.
Please, I beg you, don't refund me. Wait, are you running this?
They're taking the Steam refund thing into
All
account.
of this was for you. I hope you appreciate the last bit at least.
I bought this a long time ago. I wouldn't. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
Thank
And I don't
you.
want to.
It's nice that you're supporting such experimental stuff. I appreciate you.
Did they not even understand their own question? By not disliking something, it means you like it. Or at least you don't hate it.
Never test the depth of water with both feet.
It'd be a bad idea.
The buzz is starting to wear off. I think we're still hallucinating, though. You wake up in an unknown location. You see in a bed across the room a world-famous violinist. They look pretty rough.
Oh. Am I about to get Eternal Sonated?
The
Except it's a
violinist has
violinist,
a fatal illness.
not a pianist.
And last night, their circulatory system was plugged into yours. If they're unplugged from you now, they will die. But if you stay, in 9 months they will have recovered and can safely be separated. Do you leave now? Hopefully
No.
they don't take your kidneys too.
I'll stay.
9 months just lying there, missing life while they feed off you? Hardly seems fair.
I would hope that somebody else would do that for me. Maybe they wouldn't, but I would hope they would.
I guess they have a right to life. Shame they're depriving you of yours. Very odd to consider such an experiment as that one. Hopefully the rest won't be as meta.
Well, Eternal Sonata is a music RPG too, or at least it has musician as one of the main characters, and all the characters are named after music, and the villains are named after music or instruments.
Silence is half consent. With all that cleared up, you go home. That's right, you own a house. If you can even call it a house.
This is bullshit. I
Too
don't.
small for my liking. Tiny, in fact.
I'll never own a house. No.
In your drugged state, it turns out you've rented your tiny home to another person. Your contract states that you can evict them now, never to see them again. Otherwise, you're stuck with them for the foreseeable future as an equal tenant. Do you let them stay?
Why?
Are you that scared of what they think of you?
I mean,
Some would say, no, most would say, that's pretty beta.
I guess I'd ask them to leave. I guess. This is a weird thing. Like, was this like a lease agreement? Like, can they just leave now?
I feel
Or-
like your subconscious is trying to make some clumsy comparison here.
Hey!
I'm sure it has merit, but maybe read up on it a bit more before you start preaching to me.
I don't know. I don't.
Give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
Yeah.
Oh, there now seems to be a tiny child trapped in your tiny house, but they are rapidly growing.
Oh shit.
You find yourself trapped in the tiny house with a rapidly growing child. Already up against the wall, in a few minutes you will suffocate. The child won't. If nothing is done to stop them from growing, they'll simply walk out free.
What?
Removing the child would kill it.
Well, I mean, this seems like some kind of strange problem anyway. Maybe we should deal with this.
Respect the right to life. The baby's, not your own.
I would help a baby. This seems like some sort of, like, weird abomination that maybe we should, deal with? I don't know, this is
Your life
weird.
is being threatened, and the child is the one who threatens it. You own the house. It is offensive deducing that the mother... I mean, you. It is offensive deducing that you can do nothing. If you're going to die, you should probably do something.
Yeah, like... At that point, I'm kind of defending myself. I wouldn't let somebody come into my house and just shoot
Cleanliness
me.
is next to godliness.
I know the kid can't really help it, but...
The
like,
hallucinations are strong in this one. Suppose people seeds drift about in the air like pollen, and if you open your windows, one may drift in and take root in your carpets or upholstery. Sci-fi!
oh god, get the flamethrower.
You fix up your windows with mesh screens, the very best, to stop any people seeds from getting in. As can happen, on a very rare occasion, one of the screens is defective and a seed drifts in and takes root. Should you have the choice to remove the people seed?
Like,
This sounds like an abortion question. I don't like politics in my hallucinations.
remove the seed. Cancel Trolley
I read on
Problem
a
Inc.
bumper sticker. Guns don't kill people. Abortions do. Insightful analysis.
I know, right? Remove the seed.
It does sound a bit inconvenient having a person growing out of your upholstery. If you want them, have them. If not, that's your choice.
Thank you. Women should have the right to choose,
Every
damn it.
man is the architect of his destiny. There is a box in front of you. Inside it is your future.
Oh, it's empty. No.
Ultimately, no answer here is wrong. It's just a choice on how you want to live your life. Do you go on an unknown journey or take control of your destiny and choose your own outcome, whatever that may be?
Aren't those kind of the same? In a way?
Good for you. Take each day as it comes.
I mean, I
Do
don't
you
know.
ever take control or just always answer A or B?
I guess I never really take control, huh? You know what? You know what? No, I will take control. For once, at least I'd
You
like to.
stand tall, knowing that you will thrive in the unknown before looking at what lies ahead. Cowards die many times before their deaths. In front of you stands everyone you've done wrong by. In front of you stands every decision you didn't want to make, but still made. Or did you? Everyone, including the dead, moved towards you slowly. Every decision you've made up to this point is staring back at you. Do you run? Or stand firm and confront your past?
You gotta confront it. You can't keep... You can only run for so long. It's best to just confront it and get it over with. What's running away gonna
Are
do?
you not scared of the people you have hurt?
Of course I am. But you can't let that
See
ruin your life.
pain in their eyes.
You have to look at them. I want to be friends with Beelzebub.
The The dead present a railway track to you. Before you know it, they have gone.
Only 52 demons? Wow, I did pretty good. Oh, really? The developer would run. Huh.
All good things come to an end.
Like vacations.
You stand alone. Next to you is a railway track. A trolley is barreling down it in your direction. There's no lever in sight. You notice the entire world sits next to you on the track. The trolley will surely hit it, killing everyone and everything. You hear a whisper. Sacrifice yourself to me, or I will take everything. What do you do?
I don't have to think about it.
I wouldn't bow to a god I can't look in the face.
It's either that or everybody dies.
Who even is this? How do you know they aren't lying?
Well, they're just going to do it anyway. It's from the Quran, huh?
Everything goes dark.
So the developer would let everybody die. Huh. Oh boy, do I get a letter from Satan?
From the Pit Magistrates Court. Tel 616. Subject, Justice. Your sins can no longer be ignored. Beelzebub summons you for crimes against humanity. The sentence will stand with no prospect of future contest or appeal. It is your decisions, and solely yours, that has brought this court together. And so, you must face your crimes and despicable acts alone.
You know, I appreciate...
Accordingly, you shall not be allocated a defense, nor will one be required.
I appreciate that the devil cares about humanity. Good for him.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Your eyes feel heavy. The room around you is imbued with a sense of archaic evil. Overcome by the smell of sulfur, all you know for sure is that you're miles below the crust. You're swiftly escorted into a courtroom where you're put on trial. You have killed many people and a dog.
Oh, for fuck you!
How do you plead?
Demonic language. Guilty.
Really?
Yeah. Those were my choices.
Do you not feel you were forced into it?
Well, of course I was, but I had to make a choice.
The jury finds the defendant guilty on 3 counts. 1. Murder. 2. Animal cruelty. You should have saved the dog.
Fuck
3.
you.
Attempting free will. You're sentenced to conform without the possibility of parole. You will never again be free to choose.
Boo.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Wait a minute.
You're at the base of a bridge. You have no idea how you got here. A person stands before you, atop the overpass. They're next to a lever. A voice whispers to you, "We know what's best. Remove that choice. Afterwards you can jump off a bridge with us." There is a runaway trolley travelling below you. You're part of the collective now. You can't let that person's free will get in the way of progress. Eliminate them. You probably should do it. Fit in with the group. Hashtag friends. Hashtag love. Hashtag instagood.
Let them have free will.
We're finally going to find out the answer to the age-old question. If your friends jump off a bridge, would you?
No. Zappa, don't jump off a bridge. Enrique, don't jump off a bridge. Any of you, don't jump off a bridge.
Do you honestly want to kill people? Or are you just copying others? Would you rather be a leader or a follower?
You agree with 100% of players worldwide. Good. Everybody's. I'm glad everybody's on the same page. This is a heavy-handed metaphor for the pressures of society. Yeah.
Kill your masters. This is it. The last question before we wrap up. By far the most important one. Do you feel society pressures you to do things you don't want to, constantly forcing you to chase some distant concept of happiness?
I know that society tries. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, there's certainly a way that society wants you to conform to reasonable parameters. But how different would I be otherwise? Or I like to think I think for myself. Hey, Sonny, how's it going? I'm okay. I guess I'm depressed. I don't know. Um, yeah, that sounds about right. What's the alternative, though? Right? Like, okay, you don't want to conform to society. You don't want to get a job and whatnot. Okay, what then? Gonna be a mountain man? Gonna live out in the woods? Wrestle bears? I mean, you could. Some people do find happiness in that. What if your form of happiness is being terrible to people? I think society protects against that sort of thing. After all, if it kind of works both ways, doesn't it? Either society is enforcing its will upon you, or some other demagogue would enforce their will upon you, unless of course you become like a mountain man or something. That's true. It's possible it made my concept of happiness. I legitimately don't know how to answer this question. Do I think they're forcing me? Not necessarily, but they are, like, presenting it. Would I be happy doing something else outside of society? I don't know. Probably not. Yeah. Like, I feel like this is a no-win question. Not that I'm necessarily trying to win it, but because I don't think there is one. I don't know if there's. I don't think there's an actual answer for this. What would you guys say? I'm not gonna go with the top answer. I'm just curious as to what you guys say. I wish I would have remembered to turn on Twitch integration. Right. But that also might be the only choice. It is like either or is right and wrong. This is a question I don't have a good answer for. Like, I really, really don't. There's also questions like, what if you're, let's just say for the sake of argument, let's say you're an LGBT, you're part of the LGBT community, right? You live in a portion of society that does not like your existence. They want you to be like them. They want to force you to be like them. That is pressure on that part, but at the same time, you could like attempt to leave, but not everybody has the means to leave that bit of society. I'm going to say yes. It's not a right answer, but I don't think that one is either. But it could be both at the same time. I'll pick yes. And it probably didn't matter. I would be curious to see what everybody else picked, though. Okay, we already did see this. This is surely the end. Although I guess we'll see. Oh, I can control the mouse with my the arrow keys. Ha! Woo, 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 woo. So I guess that's Trolley Problem. Am I a monster, guys? Or maybe the real monster is the friends you made along the way. I certainly don't feel as pressured as others, that's for sure. I like that it does have a reading list, though, because it did present, like, you may have noticed in the corner it had references for the questions. So it has all of these. So that's pretty cool. And I have read some of these before. I like the thought experiment stuff. It's really neat. Now, I don't think it does anything, but just for this, just because. Oh, whoops.
Kill your masters.
It probably doesn't mean anything, but let's just press
Last
no just in
question
case
before we wrap
something
up.
else happens.
By far the most important one. Do you feel society pressures you to do things you don't want to, constantly forcing you to chase some distant concept of happiness?
Because, the way I said it earlier about the LGBT community, by being part of that and being in a not so friendly area, and what Henrique had posited earlier, of being part of a bullied minority, I don't feel that I'm bullied, but I do, like, I'm not part of, like, say, the LGBT community, right? But I am of a persuasion that doesn't work well in a part of the country that I live in. I am in a red county. I am a man of the left. I believe in abortion. People around me don't. I'm an atheist. People around me aren't. What else? I don't buy into the whole the woke mind virus thing. I think it exists, but not in the way they seem to think it does. I think it's a virus that makes people see everything in the world they don't like as woke or whatever. I think there's a lot of problems that people aren't seeing because they're so blinded by hate that they can't see reason for long enough to realize that what they're thinking and talking about is kind of rubbish. People that think they've taken the red pill have merely... The example I gave earlier, they just took a blue pill that was coated in red dye. They've traded somebody they hate for a different sort of demagogue. So if those people knew more about me, would I feel more pressured than I already do? Yeah. The more I think about it, yeah, I do feel pressure. I'm not part of an actual, like, ethnic or gender or sexuality minority, but I am a minority in at least some of my ways of thinking. I'll put it that way. Sorry, I'm just now reading the comments. So if I get... we're forced to fill our... Yeah, that sounds about right from both of you. Yeah. Yeah, so... unless you're part of the... I hesitate to call it local cult, because this could work differently for other people, and it works the other way too, right? People can kind of smell what I'm cooking here, like what kind of people I'm against when I talk about myself. But we can also look at it the other way. While there's people that would look at me and say, "You're a communist," when they clearly don't know what the word means, there's also people on the other side who may be a red person in a blue county, where even if they don't have like particularly hateful views, maybe they just have a more conservative look at like the economy or something like that, right? They don't hate anybody. Maybe it's a libertarian or something. I don't know. Maybe it's something like that. But they're called a Nazi or something like that, right? And that's not right. And this isn't some sort of like centrist thing I'm talking about. No, I'm clearly swung a certain way. But as long as people aren't being like hateful monsters, we shouldn't be forcing them to conform. And unfortunately, there's too much of that around. I am so terrible at articulating this, because it gets to the point where I start talking in circles. What I mean to say is, people should be allowed to live their lives the way they want, without fearing some sort of retribution in some form, some forced conformity to be put upon them. People should be comfortable in their own skin, their own mind, or whatever. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, I don't care what the fuck you do. Don't force your shit on others. Just don't. And now we're going to pick no, just to see if anything different happens. It probably doesn't. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The ultimate point is there's too much hatred in the world. Not enough understanding, not enough respect. By the way, I wasn't paying attention before, but I appreciate the little train whistles in the background of the credits music. So, anybody that watches to the end, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you don't hate me for what I think, how I approach situations. Man, fuck you, game. I just noticed this. Dead dog. There was no way to avoid that. And it seems I'm against a good portion of the world. It is an interesting thought experiment. I thought so. That's a look into the mind of me and what a horrible monster I am. What a big cucked blue pill swallowing communist I am, right? If people are watching me, they probably kind of piece together how I feel about things by now. If you haven't, well, hopefully you accept me into your life still. I really wish I would have turned on the Twitch integration. It was, wait, where was it? Oh, there it was. See, the thing is, I had turned it on during my test to make sure everything ran. But I forgot that it resets the options every time you come back in. I wish I would have turned this on. But I don't know. If anybody has watched this to the end, maybe put some of your choices in the comments. Let me know what your thought process is. You know, or if maybe you're like me and feel depressed by some of the questions, want somebody to talk to, I'll talk to you. It's cool. Not everybody has somebody to talk to. I'll talk to you. I may not be good at talking, but I'm good at listening. I'm here for you. Anyway. That's this game. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, never mind. It's fine. That's this game. This is interesting. I would not refund this, even if I still could. That's cool. Alright, folks. That's it for this. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.